Here we are on the way to Das Boot and then exit out Subway. I forgot to bring the pin and the mount for the GoPro, although I'm hoping it's still in the backpack. Otherwise, this is going to be really challenging to film. But I got 2 full batteries. I'll have to make the magic happen somehow. We ended up linking up with a big group in front of us who's headed to Subway. So for now, we're sticking with them, let them do the pathfinding. But eventually, we'll need to split off. So here we go.
There are 3 main approaches to Subway. The regular Subway route, which bypasses Russell Gulch, the Russell Gulch Start, and the Das Boot approach. On our adventure today, we're taking the Das Boot approach.
So making our way down the Slick Rock. So we just came off that first section of Slick Rock, following a pretty good trail here. There's some well-marked cairns. Got some volcanic rock on the ground.
I'm grateful to have a partly cloudy sky today. Keeps the canyon nice and cool. Plus, it's a great reminder to start the day as early as you can to avoid those afternoon thunderstorms.
Now we're going to descend into Russell Gulch. Got a nice little marker there, a big split with trees growing out of it. Cool rock formations.
Secret Service operative in the Middle East. I got this.
Boot marks. It's usually a good sign. This is Das Boot here, but instead of trying to go straight, we think that's probably deeper than it looks. We're gonna follow what the guides say and go left here. And if correct, there should be a bushy section that allows us to get in there without rappelling. Climbed right along this ledge, right back through here, down through the trees. Doesn't look like there's much water going into Das Boot. I can imagine how much water this could hold though. Imagine dramatic music playing right now.
Welcome to Das Boot!
Look at this bug-infested filth pit. Soon we'll be calling this home. Mental note, make sure you have your harness on before leaving. I left mine on the rock over here. Had to come back and put it on. Here we go.
That's already cold water. The water
Feels good.
just
Ooh, big tadpole.
it's so hard to see how deep it is.
I know.
It's like used motor oil.
I'm worried about there, being
It actually
rocks or.
doesn't stink now, which I'm thankful for.
Yeah.
It's smelling a little bit, but not enough.
Now we're coming up to some more slotty type stuff. Yeah, you can imagine all this filled with water.
Well, it is starting to rain a little bit, so maybe we'll get to experience it.
It is raining. No thunder though. It's a mix of blue skies and clouds, so we're not too worried. Some weird little swimmers in here. I don't know what those are. Oh, they're like huge mosquito larvae. Here.
I would do I hate using mosquito eaters.
Huh. It opens up here. Yeah.
Whenever you see the camera shake followed by me going, whoa, that's because I just slipped or fell.
It is hot. Wearing a wetsuit, we've been out in the water in the middle of the desert. But it's so beautiful here. Just look how cool this is. Not many people get to see this side of Zion. It's our first wrap in Das Boot. I gotta figure out how to do this. Not the most gracious.
Okay.
But no cuts. Not guts, not guts, not guts. Alright, first wrap is done. Where's the little window? Oh, it's huge. Okay, Jerusalem cricket. Pick it up. What's this?
No.
You good?
Yeah. It looks partially decayed.
How did you do this one?
With my pack facing out, and I slid like that.
Like opposite way I am?
Like, turned facing into the crash is how I did it. Yep, like that.
Yeah, we've got some rain coming in.
At this point, my GoPro wouldn't record more than 11 seconds of video, even though the battery showed 42%. This is a common issue that happens when the battery gets too cold, too hot, or the settings are too high. In this case, it's too cold.
All right, we got our first swim here.
We've completed Das Boot, and now we're headed down Subway Canyon. Subway Canyon is fed by springs. The water is nice and clean, and it flows year-round. However, this pool in particular is always gross.
Okay, so we've got little tadpoles swimming here.
On the last trip through here, when I tried to get in, I couldn't touch and I disappeared under the muck.
Our mouth closed on that one.
Kept it puckered.
Luckily, there's a clean pool just beyond this to clean off in.
You can see on my top, so all of that schlem is down right there.
Oh, gosh.
Ugh. Mitch.
The dragonfly.
I think I'm just gonna jump.
Yeah.
There's no group.
Yeah, see.
You hit the log?
I used it as a ski right off the side. Worked perfect. I wasn't planning on going under. But I did. Yeah.
Feels like there's something alive. No, I missed that froggy.
That was fun. Look how clean this water is.
A lot nicer.
Yeah, spring water.
Oh yeah, this is what I remember.
There's a spring. Flowing right out of the rock. How cool. That's a pretty good flow too.
And there was already a lot of spring water.
That's awesome.
Subway Canyon is a watery playground full of adventure. Plenty of time to soak in the sights, and even find time for some meditation.
The famous channel. Ah, yeah. Let me see here. So that was pretty cool. If we take a look behind us, how cool is that? All right, let's take a dip. Just kind of. There's the famous North Pole log. Someone should be sitting in there, you know? There's the direction we came from. And here's where we're going to rappel down into. Look at that nice little paradise. And we made it at the bottom.
This is the famous waterfall room and is the scene of a tragic accident that occurred in 2012. You can read about it online, but it's a reminder to always follow established rappel routes and make sure you have the tools and knowledge to get yourself out of any situation. These canyons can be deadly.
Oh, look at this place.
Be careful because people have to.
Oh, that looks like fun.
During my last adventure to Subway Canyon, this pool was completely filled in with sand, and I could walk over the top of it. But not this time. It's a canyoneering tradition to take a dip in this pool. That's the end of the main Subway Canyon. The exit follows the water course through a series of slippery red rock waterfalls, which turns into a foresty boulder hopping excursion to the Left Fork trailhead. It's sage advice to take a dip in the cool, refreshing waters before heading up, as it's very exposed and gets very hot.
Finally made it to the exit. Left Fork trailhead. We go straight up. And we made it. Subway, Das Boot. We reached the end. Another grand adventure.
I am a little disappointed Das Boot didn't have more water in it, but that's just how these canyoneering trips go. You never quite know what sort of conditions you're gonna find, and you have to be prepared for anything. Wearing a 4-3 wetsuit got pretty hot.